Hello, everyone. It's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to our Halloween special. The witching hour is upon us, and the creepiest day of the year is almost here. So I am joined by a panel of special guests to talk about our favorite creepy slash spooky slash freaky Halloween songs, whatever you want to call it, tonight on this very spooky night. I am joined by a creepy panel. We have Hector, the chill dude, on the couch. How's it going, Hector?
I'm doing great. I'm here to talk about, Halloween tracks.
Yeah, get into the Halloween mood. We're also joined by JC from JC Rock and Metal Reviews. How's it going, JC?
I'm doing good, thanks. Yeah.
And then, of course, we are joined by Mr. Rock of all ages. How you doing, man?
Doing as well as I can.
So we're getting ready for Halloween. It's almost here. It's a couple of weeks away. So I asked you guys to pick a couple of spooky tracks that you really like that get you in the Halloween mood. So I thought let's start first with Hector, the chill dude on a couch. So Hector, what are your spooky, freaky rock tracks or tracks in general for Halloween?
Yeah, I did a playlist on Spotify so I wouldn't forget them. So I picked five. I have 5 songs. So first, we have, in no particular order, we have King Diamond with Halloween. And how can you go wrong with King Diamond? It's a song about Halloween, and King Diamond, he's got that tricky voice. He has the paint that he uses. It's perfect for Halloween. Second, I have Dragula from Rob Zombie from his first album. Yeah, Hellbilly Deluxe. Yeah, that's a great song, ooh, Dragula. It's really about a car, but Rob Zombie, like his whole discography can be for Halloween. Then I Put a Spell on You by Marilyn Manson from one of his first albums. And yeah, it's a creepy song where he's like, I put a spell on you, and really fits with the Halloween type of vibes. The next song is from a band from Canada. They're called The Birthday Massacre, and this song is called Blue. And it's like real creepy. He has like a seems to go tan 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 tan, and the singer Shibi, she has like a voice where she sings like very softly, but then she goes into like blah, and she goes into like the more like creepy sinister stuff. So that's a great track, great band from Canada, and they mix like this dance stuff with creepy stuff. And I have the fifth one is from Cradle of Filth, and it's Her Ghost in the Fog. And that's a great creepy track. And the Danny Filth, where he goes like, Her Ghost in the Fog. It's really Halloween-like. And that song was featured in a game called Brutal Legend that had Jack Black. So yeah, those are 5 tracks for Halloween. My girlfriend said the Hocus Pocus one.
Hocus Pocus. That's a classic Halloween movie.
I never seen that movie, man.
No, I remember watching that one when I was a kid, and yeah, it's not really like I guess it wouldn't be if you added some metal guitars to those songs on Hocus Pocus. I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it. I'm more of a Beetlejuice guy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I got my Beetlejuice
I guarantee
you and everything.
I guarantee you Dragon Force would do that.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be really cool. Little Dragon Force Hocus Pocus action. So do you think that Marilyn Manson would probably be the best like spooky Halloween artist of all time, or would that maybe be like somebody like Alice Cooper? Who would win that fight?
I think King Diamond. Like if you follow King Diamond's, like the way he dresses, the song Abigail, it's all very creepy. And I know he's like gonna put out, I think, a new album soon. And he was also with Merciful Fate. But he's got some great albums, and almost all his albums are like horror based or like the supernatural. So he's perfect for Halloween.
I would pick Ghost.
Ghost, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but Ghost is kind of like a Scooby-Doo.
I know.
Yeah.
Does having a mask in the band like guarantee that they are in the creepy band?
In that case, Slipknot.
Yeah.
No, Mushroom Head is not creepy at all.
A little bit. Right on. Well, let's go over to JC. JC, what are your picks for your favorite creepy, spooky Halloween songs?
Okay. My first one is going to be Dead Skin Mask by Slayer from their Seasons in the Abyss album from 1990. This is a very creepy song. It's like a little slower than they usually play. It's about a serial killer. I believe it's Ed Gein.
Yeah.
And he took these women. And there's one part of the song where you hear like this girl like screaming, like begging him to like let him go. So that's kind of like very chilling and creepy. So that's my first pick for that reason. My second pick is going to be, actually, we mentioned Ghost, but I'm going to pick an early Ghost song, and that's going to be Ritual from their first album, Opus Eponymous. Now, I guess Ghosts, I guess like Ghosts over the years have gotten kind of like very soft and campy. How we're Hector was saying like a Scooby Doo kind of thing, but this particular song from the first album is pretty dark. It actually reminded me of something like Merciful Fate or even King Diamond. It was actually dark in there, describing this ritual. So this one has like a lot more atmosphere. It just has like this darker sound, and I think that, but it still has that ghost type of sound where it's still kind of catchy. It's a little more. You can play it at a party. It's not like super like heavy metal. If you have a Halloween party, it's accessible for that, but it's kind of a dark song. My next one is going to be I'll pick an old one. I'm going to pick a Black Sabbath song. I have a couple I could have picked. I'm going back and forth, but I think I'm going to pick the original Black Sabbath from 1970. That's like a really creepy song.
The song that invented a genre.
Yeah. I mean, this is basically like the first, like, people always say this is the first like official heavy metal album, the first heavy metal song, but it's like a really dark song. They have that slow like guitar riff, and there's Ozzy Osbourne, like he's like singing as if he's like seeing something. He's like almost like describing something that happened to him. So that's I have that one, Black Sabbath. So let's see, I have a couple more I could pick. I'm just kind of like going through this like Halloween playlist on YouTube, because I have like so many like I can pick. Like I don't even like I can kind of like go anywhere. But I'm gonna pick Alice Cooper because we mentioned it before, and I'm a big fan of Alice Cooper. I'm going to go with the Black Widow from Welcome to My Nightmare. Another one of his darker, creepier songs, but Alice Cooper, she's more campy, more like B-movie, that type of scary. It's not like, really dark, really scary. It's kind of like fun. This is a really good album. I would recommend this if you're a newcomer to Alice Cooper. Welcome to My Nightmare. It has like Vincent Price. He kind of like does some like
ultimate Halloween voice,
spoken parts on it. Yeah. And he has some more rock songs, more like the creepier kind of like songs. So Black Widow, and let's see, let me go one more. So we picked so let's see. I want to pick a King Diamond song because Hector mentioned King Diamond. King Diamond is another one I can go so many. But I'm gonna pick Welcome Home, because I have lots of memories watching this music video when I was a teenager. They used to like play it on Headbangers Ball like every episode, and it's the one where like it shows his grandmother, and like the grandmother's in like the wheelchair. You got to see it. It's kind of very reminiscent of like the movie Psycho. Like that reminds me a lot of that, and it's just a very cool music video, and it's just a really great song. Like King Diamond does those like falsetto vocals, and it's just a really cool song. It's one of the songs like you probably have to watch the music video to appreciate it more, but it's a really good song. So that's it. Those are my 5. Yeah.
Is it bad that I've never heard any King Diamond songs? Does that mean I'm disqualified from the Halloween playlist?
Oh, no, I don't think I've heard any either.
Okay, so me and Rock of All Ages are in that camp.
You youngsters, you need to listen to some King Diamond. He's got just look at this dude. That
I know he
screams
looks scary.
Halloween.
I know. I'm looking it up on Google
I
right now.
I
I'm
need
like,
to check.
missing out on
Yeah.
this.
He's got a song called "Eye of the Witch." Abigail.
Yeah.
Abigail is the one that's the most streamed, and he's got a voice that is like real like screechy. He goes like Abigail. What? It's like this. It's like it sounds like they're crushing his nuts.
That's the scariest
But
thing
yeah,
of all.
yeah.
Right on. So gotta check out King Diamond. So Rock of All Ages, let's go to you. And what are your picks for your favorite Halloween songs?
Before I list them, this is not a song, but if you don't mind, I just want to really quickly recommend an album. Since Halloween is all about horror, I thought, what's a more fitting topic for horror than this? So this is an album called Coddish by an experimental British duo called Towering Inferno. This is their only album, and it is an industrial album. It's really cool. However, it is about the Holocaust. So, like, if you don't mind a dark topic and you can find this CD somewhere, go check it out.
Okay.
It is really
And
powerful.
Yeah.
we all know because of the last "Is It That Bad" episode that Rock of All Ages needs some therapy.
Yeah,
Nah,
I do. Don't we all?
Because of the dad. No, it wasn't this that bad. It was the porn video that you love the song "Daddy."
Oh, yeah. When we did the Corn 30th anniversary
Yeah.
thing, I said Daddy was my favorite song. So
Yes.
yeah, sorry about that.
Some people put in the comments that dude needs therapy. Quick.
Oh, I haven't seen the comments, but they're probably not wrong. As for my 4 Halloween songs, I'm going to start with a disclaimer that these are not metal songs or really heavy songs. But I do think they fit the whole theme of like witches and goblins and all that stuff. They fit that theme very well. So my first song is Elton John. You may recall, Nick and Hector, the first Is It That Bad that I was in was about Elton John. I think it's only fair that I share one of his many good songs. This is as deep a deep cut as you can get. This is a song called Lady Samantha. It was actually his first single in the US, and it's kind of a psychedelic rock attempt. It's a short song. It's like 3 minutes flat. It's a very simple verse, chorus structure. But I say it's perfect for Halloween because the Lady Samantha in the title is a ghost. And the
Oh.
instrumentation just fits it so well. And also the chorus is great. Lady Samantha glides like a tiger over the hills and with no one beside her. It's just kind of a haunting feel. And so that's my first pick.
Nice.
My second pick is Elton John's friend Billy Joel. From his 1978 album 52nd Street, I'm picking the song Stiletto, which is kind of a jazzy, funky song about a woman who cuts her lover with a blade, a stiletto knife, to be specific. But he's too invested to run away. And it's such a morbid topic for Billy Joel, the guy who made Piano Man and For the Longest Time. But it has some of his best piano playing. And the horn section is on point. Just a really fun song to listen to, despite the topic. And then my third song is Hector. I commented on one of your videos. You did a review a while back of Florence and the Machine. If I were to rank my favorite bands by how objectively good and consistent they are, the #1 spot would be Florence and the Machine. They're easily in the top 5 bands I've seen live. I'd put them up there with Pearl Jam and Hailstorm. And I'm going to pick from their 2009 debut. I'm going to pick a song called Blinding. The song uses fairy tale imagery to sing about love and pain when you're young and vulnerable. It's not about anything Halloween related, but the sound of it and the imagery and the drums and the string section, they kind of lean into the mystical pagan roots of Halloween. And also, again, the chorus, no more dreaming of the dead as if death itself was undone. No more calling like a crow for a boy, for a body in the garden. No more dreaming like a girl so in love with the wrong world. This woman is a published poet for a reason. Love that song. And so final song is a band who I brought up before called The Pretty Reckless.
Nice.
This is, I would say, one of their most underrated songs. It's a song called Only You. Do any of you guys remember an animated Tim Burton movie called Frankenweenie?
Yes.
This was
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, this was a bonus track off the soundtrack album. I think it was only available if you got it from Target, but so it's the idea is only you can bring me back to life, but not really in a literal sense, like in the movie or in the broad Frankenstein sense of reanimating a corpse. Granted, frontwoman Taylor Momsen does have lines like, "Oh boy, have you seen my hands? I can't hold on, I don't understand." But it's metaphorical. It's really a love song in the same way that Bring Me to Life by Evanescence was a love song. And the thing I love about the song is that they try things on here that they don't normally do. Like this song kind of leans industrial, and I wish they did that more. But when they do it here and it's amazing. Like it has a heavy guitar riff, a great string section, and the screaming. Dear God, Taylor Momsen can fucking scream. So that is my fourth and final pick.
Yeah, that's a great. Pretty Reckless have a couple of songs that could fit into that.
I could have picked like
thing.
5 or 10 Pretty Reckless songs.
Well,
yeah, great band.
Yeah, sometimes she looks like she's dead because she's so pale.
Yeah, she used to do the black eyeshadow. It kind of gave that look.
Yeah. Well, you know, they could have put her into a Tim Burton movie. Like she was Cindy Lou Who when she was a kid. You know, they should have put her in the new Beetlejuice movie. She could have.
She says there are still like a new group of people every year who find out she was Cindy Lou Who.
Yeah.
And I think she still finds that amusing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would too. Well,
I think she outgrew that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's 31 now.
Yeah, I think she's moved on just a little bit, you know, after fronting a really great rock band and Gossip Girl and all that stuff. So right on. Those are awesome picks for our Halloween spooky songs. And it comes around to me, and I have a couple of picks as well. And so my first pick would be, I think, you know, the King of Darkness, maybe not King Diamond, but the King of Darkness. Well, I guess that would be Ozzy Osbourne, but somebody
Isn't
in
he
that
Prince
realm.
of Darkness?
Prince of Darkness.
Prince.
Yeah, he's Prince of Darkness.
So what was Alice Cooper's name? Does he have a creepy moniker that I'm missing? Or is it just Alice Cooper? Anyways.
I think it's just Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or I've heard him maybe like King of Shock Rock. But
yeah, for sure.
That would make sense.
He had a song called The Man Behind the Mask. I don't know if you guys know this song from Friday the 13th, part 6. Jason Lives. There was a few years ago when I watched all the Friday the 13th movies getting ready for Halloween. And I listened to this song. It was the theme song to that movie. It was also featured on his album Constrictor, which came out in 1986. So I hadn't actually heard this song until a few years ago. And then I really, really loved it. I thought, you know, it's really, really cheesy. It's got it's got Jason Voorhees sound like his it's got his creepy little sound in there as well. But I think, you know, obviously Alice Cooper has released a lot of really great, creepy Halloween-y songs like Feed My Frankenstein from Wayne's World, Welcome to My Nightmare, Teenage Frankenstein, Keeping Halloween Alive is another song that he released a few years back. So I think Alice Cooper's a good pick for Halloween. My other one would be Dream Widow, which is the Foo Fighters Dave Grohl LP.
That's a good album, actually.
You know, actually, a few weeks ago, Rock of All Ages, you showed us that you had the DG's record store day exclusive, and I got the Dream Widow years ago. So this was
that's a great album. Yeah,
it's a great album, and it came from the Studio 666 Foo Fighters movie, which came out in 2022, which was like this. It was crazy that they actually put out that movie.
Comedy.
Yeah, it was a horror comedy, and I felt a little bit weird watching that movie after Taylor Hawkins died because there's such a brutal death scene with him in that movie.
I watched it in the theaters.
Yeah, me too. I went to go see it in the theater, and yeah, so it
I
was
still
really
haven't
fun.
watched it.
Oh, you should. It's awesome. Maybe not with
Yeah.
the kids, but definitely on
I,
your own.
I would describe it as like the perfect movie to watch with friends and some beers.
Oh yeah, 100%. And this is like this is like the in-universe album, like the in-canon movie album. But Dave Grohl did all the instruments and all the singing on it. And I think it's probably like maybe one of the best things he's done in a really, really long time.
He's
And
done another metal thing called Probot.
yeah, Probot for sure. He
Yeah,
did
Probot's
everything
good,
on
man.
That was
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yes,
With a bunch of guest singers. There's various like
Yeah.
he doesn't sing on it. He just plays all the instruments, I think.
he
right?
just plays the drums.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, same thing with this. So Dream Widow's on the list. I'm also gonna pick a song from Better Than Ezra called One More Murder, which came from the X-Files Fight the Future movie soundtrack in 1998. And I'm a huge X-Files fan, which I think is one of the best like spooky, creepy TV shows of all time. And the thing with like the X-Files soundtracks is that they always had like really great music on it. Like Foo Fighters are on there, Filter, The Cure, Ween. It's really, really cool. This Better Than Ezra song. They're known for like more poppy kind of stuff, but this song is
The
really
only
moody.
song I remember from Better Than Ezra is like, "What? It was good living
Yeah,
with
good,
you."
yeah.
love."
Yeah,
That's a neat
so
little song.
yeah, it's like a poppy, like kind of happy 90s song, right? And this one's a little bit darker, it's a little bit moodier, it's got a very film noir kind of feel to it. So I've always really enjoyed that. And then my last pick, even though I could pick a million just like you guys, but my last pick would be by British rockers Kula Shaker and their
Mhm.
cover of Deep Purple's Hush. And I guess I'm picking a lot of soundtrack. These are pretty much all soundtrack songs, but this one is was featured on the soundtrack for I don't know if you guys have seen it. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Was a classic.
Which
late
one? The
90s.
first one?
The first one, yeah. So this was like the lead single from that soundtrack. I think in the summer of '97 or fall of '97 when this
Oh,
came
I
out.
think that's the song that starts the movie, right?
I think so, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
I
a
cannot
Deep
remember that
Purple
song
cover.
from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And like I thought, it's like you wouldn't think that this song necessarily is creepy, but then when you kind of attach it to the movie and it kind of fits the vibe really, really well. And again, like another really cool soundtrack. Like you guys notice movies don't really have cool soundtracks like they used to back in the day where you had all these awesome bands on a CD. Like this one had Offspring on it, Typo Negative, Toad the Wet Sprocket, Our Lady Peace had Corn on it as well, which I know you guys can appreciate because I know you love
Did
love
it have a
Korn.
Jennifer Love Hewitt song?
Yeah, it could have actually had it on there. I would have to check that again.
He
but
used to sing.
yeah,
Are
she
we
did.
talking about soundtracks
Yeah.
with rock bands? Because I was going to say the Barbie soundtrack was really big.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
huge. Yeah, for sure. Like
Fuck
Yeah.
Barbie.
yeah, Black Panther. Black
That was a
Panther
fun
2 was a
movie.
big one. Yeah, that was a
Oh,
good movie.
I hated that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm just Ken, anyways. So yeah,
Yeah.
those would be my picks. And like, there's obviously my one honorable mention would be, I think maybe one of the creepiest songs ever. And I don't know if you guys know this one, but it's by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. It's called Red Right Hand. Do you guys know that
Oh, the
song?
Peaky Blinders theme.
Is that the Peaky Blinders theme?
I believe
Okay,
so.
I didn't know that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a cool song.
It's been featured in a bunch of different things, and that song always really
Yeah.
creeps me out. So
The Nick Cave album after that one is literally full of murder ballads. Like every song is about
it's called
killing.
Murder Ballads, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, if you think about creepy songs, don't get me wrong, but Phil Collins with "I Can See in the Air Tonight," that's a creepy song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would be creepy for sure. Phil Collins is pretty creepy overall.
Although that wasn't the song that Patrick Bateman liked in American Psycho.
Which one was it? Was
Oh,
this
no.
Studio? Or...
In Too Deep.
Okay, In Too Deep. All right. That movie's really creepy as well. That's a good Halloween movie if you want to watch it. That movie creeps me out though.
Yeah.
It's a hard watch. It's so brutal.
Have you guys seen the band that does a music video that it's oh my god, what's the name of the
Ice Nine
band?
Kills.
Ice Nine Kills, where it's hip to be
Yeah.
it's like a song
okay,
and
okay.
they
That was one of the originally this concept that Nick told us about was like your favorite spooky bands. Ice Nine Kills was one of my picks. I
Yeah.
saw them last year. They are fucking amazing.
Yeah, everything they do is about horror. Yeah.
Well, their last
Yeah.
2 albums were about horror, but like
Yeah.
they're really fun.
Yeah, definite creep. I've never actually listened to them, but I've seen them, and they have that. It's weird. There is that kind of subgenre of bands where that is their thing. They're kind of like horror rock, and they definitely fit that bill.
Yeah, so that show was New Year's Day, then Avatar, In This Moment, and Ice Nine Kills.
Cool.
In This Moment has like 20 songs that any of us could have picked.
In This Moment, I'll have to add that one to the list.
I find them kind of crappy sometimes.
They're very
Okay.
hit or miss.
We can have a is it that bad on in this moment sometimes.
Consider me interested.
Yeah. Put it on the docket for 2025
For next year.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Well, we're gonna wrap up our Halloween special. We're gonna add all these songs into a playlist. I'll put a playlist together on Spotify, and we can share it with everybody so they can put it on when they're doing their Halloween parties and putting on their costumes. This will be the playlist to get everybody in the creepy mood. What do you guys have going on for Halloween? Rock of All Ages. You mentioned you're going to see Rocky Horror Picture Show live before we
Yes.
had the call here, so that's pretty cool. Going to see Rocky Horror.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
never
excited.
seen it, and this will be the first
I'm
time you've seen
excited.
Rocky Horror.
I don't know if I should bring a prop though, like a piece of toast or a water gun.
Maybe. Or a tomato, I don't know.
Oh, they throw tomatoes?
I don't know, maybe. But that is a very cool movie. Hector and JC, have you guys seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh yes. A transvestite. Vampire.
I watched it a long time ago. It's really good.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I mean,
hell
I
of a-
know like of moments in the movie, like where Tim Curry goes, anticipation.
Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, and of course the time warp and there's a great scene with Meatloaf in the movie. If you're a fan of Meatloaf, like the artist, yeah, he's got a great song in that movie. Then
Well, I did like him in Fight Club.
well, there you go. Yeah, his name was what was it?
Robert
Paulson. Yeah, for sure. What about you, Hector and JC? What's going on for Halloween? Anything? Do you guys like? I don't really dress up anymore. I don't know if anybody still dresses up anymore or goes to Halloween
No, not
parties
me.
or anything.
I am
Yeah,
dressing
well-
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go first, JC.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, because I have kids, so we do a group costume every year. My kids are they're 10 and 12 right now, so they're like that perfect Halloween age. And this year's theme is Beetlejuice. So
Awesome.
it's the original, not the new one. Me and my wife, we got masks. So we're gonna be the Gina Davis and Adam Baldwin characters.
Alec Baldwin?
And do you remember that scene in Beetlejuice where they kind of like stretch their faces? And,
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
yeah, we got some masks for that. My son, he's going to be Beetlejuice, and my daughter's going to be the Winona Ryder character. So I'll post pictures on my community tab. Once we dress up.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I
That
wanna see
that
So yeah,
sounds
we're gonna have
fun.
fun. Yeah, yeah.
So
I would love to
next
walk up to your
weekend.
son and go,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's a great Mr. Mom costume."
So yeah, so for me, next weekend, last year, my sister, she throws a Halloween party,
Mhm.
and they have this guy called El Pescador, where he's the fisherman, and this guy comes to your house and he's going to prepare a 5-course dinner. So
Oh, that sounds
plus,
good.
since it's oh yeah, it's so good. I'm telling you, it's $95, but it's $95 well spent. So I'm going with my girlfriend. So the theme for this year is I'm going to be a sheriff, and she's going to be like a bandolier, or who I have to take it to jail. So I'm going to film. I hope to film a karaoke version of "Hide My Gun." And
Are you going to be
hope
wearing that giant hat you have?
No, I got another one.
Okay.
You don't know the story about that hat that I wore that day. It's my girlfriend's hat.
Uh-huh.
So I got a costume. So yeah, I'm gonna be a sheriff, and I hope to sing "Hide My Gun," and I wanna upload that. Last year, I dressed up like Game of Thrones, and I remember that I uploaded to YouTube. I did a cover of like "What's Going On" by Four Non Blondes. So yeah, that's gonna be it. And
Oh.
on Halloween, it's a first day. I'm guessing me and my girlfriend will find something to do. but I'm going to do that party dressed, and we're hoping to win the best dressed.
Nice.
Good
Well,
luck, man.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Make sure you post pictures. I'm sure we'll see them on Instagram because that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I don't know what I have going on for Halloween this year. Probably give out some candy to the kids in the neighborhood. My girlfriend and I were thinking of getting dressed up as John Lennon and Yoko Ono because she's Asian, so we were thinking that might be a good one. I used to dress up as John Lennon was always my go-to
That's a good one.
costume every year for Halloween. Whenever I was going to a party or anything, and I couldn't think of anything to do for a costume, I'd always just, because I had round glasses, I was just like, I'm John Lennon, and people would always be like, cool. So it's always my backup one. So we'll see how that goes.
You guys should dress like Liam and Noel, and when the kids come, you'll fight in front of them, and they're like, take the candy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Get out of here, you fuckers. Get out of here. That'd be bad.
Yeah,
Bad-
so
I
you
just
have the
moved into
accent
this
now.
neighborhood. I just moved in a couple of months ago. I don't want to make a bad impression on on the neighbors telling their kids to F off, but we'll see. That could be a good costume. All right, well, that'll do it for our Halloween special. Those are our Halloween spooky, creepy, freaky tracks, and you can check that out. I'll make a playlist for that for everybody to check out. But thank you to my Halloween panel for joining me on this video. First off, Hector, the chill dude on a couch. Hector, where can they find you online and on YouTube?
Yeah, they can find me on Hector the Shield Dude on a Couch Reviews on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, the same thing, and I'm on TikTok as well. I rarely use it, but yeah, they can find me there.
Back on the TikTok for sure. All right, and JC Rock and Metal Reviews. JC, where can they find you on YouTube?
Yeah, well, exactly what it says. JC Rocketman Reviews. You can see the name right in the little bottom corner of where I am when I'm talking. And I'm on YouTube, TikTok. I post every now and then. I'm on Facebook, and that's about it. I don't have Instagram. Actually, I've never opened an Instagram before. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Not missing much on the Instagram these days for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and Mr. Rock of All Ages, where can they find you on YouTube and follow what you're doing?
I think my URL is rockofallages-81. But I'm sure Nick is going to put all of our channels in the description.
Most definitely.
So yeah, you'll find my stuff there. I am currently about to upload, or it's scheduled for upload, but the 2007 episode is going to be coming at the start of next month. The top 10 rock songs of 2007. So mark your calendars.
Right on. I was listening to the 2005 episode yesterday, so looking forward to moving through the decade.
Oh, any like nostalgic songs for you in there?
Pretty much the entire thing, but yeah, I'd have to think about that one, but it was a good one. I like that one for sure.
Oh, thank you, man.
Right on. So Rock of All Ages, Hector and JC, thanks to everybody for being here on the show. You can follow me on everywhere across social media at Nick Chino Music. And yeah, we'll see you again for another video here on the channel. But until then, rock on, everybody.